I am sitting in my office. I can see people walking and carrying things to the cars. Then I see one man. He is around 60 years old. He is carrying things to the car, and I can tell that he is from Burma. Then I look inside the shop, and I see one man calculating something and writing bills. I can tell that he is Thai. I feel something strange when I see this view. Why do people from Burma always have to do the hard physical work even when they are old? I know the answer. It is because of education.
My name is Hannah Snow. I am 20 years old. I come from Burma. My village is very small. There live about over 100 people maybe. They all are farmers. But we have one primary school in our village. So every children, if we are 5 years old, we can join with school, but we need to give a lot of money for the school fees.
I mean, basically, it's the classic case of an authoritarian regime not wanting their people to be too bright in case they question too much. And it's very, very sad because the Burmese, of course, have had a wonderful past. In the Middle Ages, the civilization centred in Pagan had very good scholars and huge libraries, you know. And all of that has now been destroyed.
We don't really think much when we are in the school. We just repeat what teacher said, so memorizing. It's funny because you can be good at exam, you know, because you memorize everything. You will get a good score, but after exam, it's gone.
Some students cannot go to school. They have to go to the farm. They have to feed their family. So it's very difficult to go to school. And for sure they want to study, but they cannot because they have to survive.
Always there we have to worry for the military. They are coming to a village, to school, to burn their schools. That it is not easy to find the education in the village.
Based on my own experience, since I was little, my mother used to always tell me that I have no money to give you, but the only thing I can give you is to support you and for you to get a better education, because if you have an education, you can do anything you want, and it's something that no one can take it away.
There's educational displacement. Across the border in Burma, many young people are coming across the border because education is such a disaster in Burma. And we're talking there not just about tertiary, but also about primary and secondary. And so they're coming to camps to get a decent education. And frankly, I'm amazed at the standard that comes out of that. Outside the camps, you have, of course, thousands upon thousands of migrant workers and a number of migrant schools. We take our mission statement where we say that we are guided by a fundamental concern for the dignity of all human beings. We take that very seriously. We're involved with many community engagement projects, and this is one of them. But also we have, for example, diplomas for homeless people in Australia. ACU is regarded as one of the best universities in Australia for Indigenous people, for Aboriginal people of Australia. The programme we've established here came about because we interviewed the refugee leaders, we interviewed past students, we interviewed people from the CBOs and the NGOs here, and so gradually we built up a picture of what would be useful for the students to study at ACU and be able to contribute to the community here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to the entrance test for the Diploma in Liberal Studies with the Australian Catholic University and 4 universities from the United States as well.
I heard about ACU from my friend, my former ACU former student. I say that this school is very good and they have a high level education standard. And I met with Duncan and he interviewed me and I wrote 3 essays for him. Then as a result, he accepted me to join the ACU. I was very happy because it is the very, very special chance for me to continue my education.
I have already get it all training from our refugee camp, so no more training for me. So yes, I really want to attend this ACU. I hope that I will get more high level of education for me, that to improve for my life.
I want to do ACU because I believe that I will learn many new things. I also will have some certificate. I also have my aim. I want to be a trainer of trainer. That's one thing that's kind of my dream.
If their motivation is to, as many of these kids say, to serve their own people, then that's the kind of thing that we're doing. That comes also from our mission statement and our graduate attributes, you know.
In our Kachin state, some people, the reason is very poor. Some people, they take many drugs and they don't want to lunch anymore. Like that. That's why I want to go back and I want to have like youth and children. The youth and children are our future leader. That's why I want to help them.
Welcome to you all, and you are about to start on a great new adventure, and it's called tertiary education, university education. And at the end of it, hopefully, you will graduate with a diploma in liberal studies, which will open many doors for you.
They do 8 units. They walk away with a diploma in liberal studies. They have the capability and the skills to manage in a not-for-profit or in a profit organisation with a very good understanding of who they are and where they fit in the world.
So learning is not always comfortable, and it shouldn't be, because if it's too comfortable, we're not learning enough.
The difference between ACUs is that it's an online course and it's accessible, and especially for someone like me who's working at the same time, it's easy, it's convenient for me.
My favorite subject will be international law and human rights because we come from this background. We flee the Burmese military, so we need to know, we need to have knowledge about the world human rights, you know, maybe local human rights.
Our teachers from ACU are very, very awesome. They are very good teachers. They have like good talents to teach refugee students. Because they know English is our second language, so they talk with us very slow and we learn a lot. They are very patient for us.
From tomorrow, we're going to be working on our oral presentation.
We have chosen Dalai Lama,
Kofi Annan.
Our female pastor is Mother Teresa.
Have you ever heard about the Lady of the Lamp? She is a pioneer in reforming modernism.
This wonderful leader has been inspiring many people in the world. by his non-violent strategy in fighting for the freedom of his people.
She was very young and beautiful, like us.
Okay, let's compare with you and Abraham Lincoln.
And we admire his kindness and his deeply felt commitment to the work and the office of the UN.
She will live in our hearts forever and ever.
Here, education is such a rare opportunity that once it's offered, it's grabbed with both hands. And I think that's one of the features of the program, that we're able to select students who are really committed.
As far as ACU is concerned, we have the finances to do the current diploma, but then we have to find institutional funding in order to continue this. I think we can now prove that ours isn't just worthy and not just worthwhile, but it actually transforms the lives of people who have, let's face it, suffered tremendous persecution, and it actually gives them hope for the future. And that hope is like a pebble in a pool with the ripples going into the wider community.
Even graduation date on the rehearsal, I feel very excited. I can't sleep at night time. I really want to go, and I dream about go and get the certificates or go and get my diploma, and I'm very excited. I'm really happy, but at that time I feel sad because my family are not here. Because my mom told me, I want my children to get a diploma, to get a degree. She just said, if my children have this, I can die. She just said to me.
That piece of paper is vital. And it shows that they've applied themselves, it shows they've got skills and they've got recognition from an accredited Australian university.
To our delight, nearly all of them got jobs with NGOs, non-governmental organisations, or CBOs, community-based organisations. For those who had been resettled to a third country, all of them got into university to do a degree on the basis of their ACU qualification.
Actually, I plan to continue bachelor degree. Diploma is it's very good, but it's me that I cannot stop here. I want to move on to the next level so that I have more knowledge, I have more chance to keep abreast with other people. So once we have more higher education, then we can do a better job. We can serve other people.
Tertiary education for refugees is an idea whose time has come. In the past, we always thought of refugees as being a kind of temporary phenomenon, but some of our students who are in their 20s were actually born in the camps here. They're in what UNHCR calls a protracted refugee situation, and 2/3 of refugees in the world are in that situation. So it's no longer adequate for us to supply just primary and secondary education. We have to begin to supply tertiary education as well. And I'm very proud to say that ACU's programme has actually inspired other universities to investigate whether they can do this in other parts of the world.
I just say this is a wonderful program. If you can get involved in any way, do so. It's fabulous. You'll never regret it. And to meet these young people, to see them, to talk to them, it's just sheer joy. Every time, sheer joy.
I always choose one song that I always sing, so it's easy for me.
Not